Feel that.
Oh yeah, vehicle's going in and out.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Well, I'll rock it if you want to look. I'm Eric from EMS Offroad. Today we're going to be going over some maintenance items on a Jeep Wrangler JK 2018. We're going to look at bushings, ball joints, suspension components, steering components, and things that you might look for when you need to do maintenance on your particular vehicle. We're going to take a look at our suspension bushings and our lower control arm bolts and our upper control arm bolts, and we're going to check to see if we have any play, squeaks, rattles, bumps, grinds. And one of the easiest ways to do that is if you have an assistant help you. Today we're lucky enough to have Kyle from Offroad Consulting with us, and we have it in park and we have transfer case in gear, and what we're going to do is we're going to rock the vehicle back and forth and we will see what's physically moving, and we're going to try and track down where the noise is coming from. Yeah, it's actually wearing on your connector for your locker. But our lower side looks good. Our upper on the back of our radius arm looks good, and our rear lower control arm radius arm mount looks good as well. So here on the rear, we're doing the same thing. As Kyle rocks it for us, we see we have just a little bit of play here on this lower control arm. You see the gap increasing and decreasing right there. Just a little bit. That one there is not wore out, but it is worn. That would be an item to be addressed in the future. At some point, that'll need to be taken care of. But as we look at our other side, we have, again, about the same on that lower. It has just a little bit of movement, nothing bad. So again, the rear looks all pretty well, good shape. You know, something for some future maintenance, but nothing that needs to be addressed at this time. I don't know what the squeak is, though. I'm more concerned by the squeak. More than anything. Ow. Right side lower control arm bolt. So Kyle's gonna rock the vehicle for us, and we're gonna take a look at suspension components. Now, which one's got play?
The lower axle side.
You know.
Okay, and what we're looking for, as he rocks it, we're looking for movement, and as we see, this control arm is moving separate than the actual mount itself, so that's showing us play in the bushing. But we also have a loose bolt because we can see our bolt head actually rotating. So this will be one item that we'll need to address. Once we get it up in the air, we'll investigate it further. As we check the rest of our joints on this side, we see the upper here is good, and the upper on the axle is also good. And then if we spin around to the back side of this control arm, we're looking right up in here, and we see that we don't have any play in that joint. So that one is good as well. I do notice that we do have a little bit of sector shaft play, where you can see the sector shaft is physically rocking back and forth inside of the steering box. This is a common JK problem.